Hilliard, heroin was being sold right across the street from a high school.
And that's according to police, who arrested and charged a man with heroin trafficking. It happened on Duchess Lane, which is right across the street from Hilliard Davidson High School. Marcus Thorpe is there live tonight with the details. Marcus?
Now, we all know just how devastating the drugs can be for neighborhoods and communities, and Hilliard police here say they went from tips to surveillance and eventually to an arrest of a suspected drug trafficker. And as you mentioned, they say he was doing his business between a high school and a daycare. Hilliard is a growing community, well known for good things, but also fighting a familiar battle.
We'd like to think that we're immune to some of these problems, but the fact is we're not. There's heroin problems in Dublin and Hilliard and all of the suburbs. It seems to be the drug of choice today.
And police say it was the drug of choice for 23-year-old Ian Widener, arrested following a search warrant on Duchess Lane.
This was critically important to us because there was a daycare close by, there was a high school right across the street, and the area, there's just a lot of children that live in that area.
Inside the house, investigators say they found plenty.
We found heroin, and we found a substantial amount of that drug. And then we also found those things that indicate that drug trafficking was occurring. We don't want to get into too much of the evidence, but the usual stuff that you find, you know, the baggies, the scales, the lists of people and names that people may be customers.
That news doesn't sit well with parents who live nearby.
It's insane. They need to focus on the hard drugs and getting that out of, this is a nice area. We're right across the school. These kids run around.
Police say this and other cases often start with just that, concerned neighbors.
We did have complaints and information and evidence that led us to believe that drug trafficking was occurring at that location.
Now, I did have a chance to talk off camera with Widener, who has since bonded out. He says he does have a lawyer and will see this through the legal process. New for you tonight at 6, putting together a case like this. Plus, the parents are talking more about the messages they now have to pass on to their kids about drugs, possibly in their own neighborhood. Again, that's new at 6. We're live in Hilliard tonight from the police department. Marcus Thorpe, NBC4.